What is the best sleeping position after a knee replacement? So that is a very important question, and the answer to that question can determine greatly how your recovery is going to be after your knee replacement. Hi, this is Reggie from Restore Plus Physical Therapy, and in today's video, I will give you 3 positions, 2 great positions to sleep in, and 1 position definitely to avoid after your knee replacement. So make sure you watch to the end. Now, why is your sleeping position important when it comes to the outcome of your knee replacement? A lot of people, when they're thinking, oh, what do I have to do to have a good outcome for my knee replacement? They're thinking strength, they're thinking range of motion, stretching, strengthening exercises, balance, all those things. But they often forget that sleeping is a very important part of the recovery. Why? Is because we spend a third of the day sleeping. On average, it's 8 hours a day, maybe more, maybe less. And in that long period of time, a lot of things can happen to your knee. If you stay in a position where it's not good for your knee, that will get stiff fast. And once it stiffens up in that position, then your range of motion can get compromised, and that will affect your future in terms of regaining your full range of motion, and also that will affect your walking when you don't have good range of motion. And that can, if you don't, let's say you don't have good flexion or more than 90 degrees, you won't be able to sit on a chair, especially on a low chair. Climbing steps, especially steep steps, can be a problem, right? Bending down definitely is going to be an issue. So your range of motion can get affected. And if you're sleeping 8 hours a day, so 8 hours you're in a wrong position, or you're in a position which is not good for your knee to recover in, it's gonna get stiff. It's gonna have a contracture in that, either flexion or flexion contracture most of the time. Then that's not gonna be good. So what are the 2 great positions for you to sleep in, and what is 1 absolute position you don't want to be in or you don't want to sleep in? So let's dive right into it. Let me show you now. Now, position number 1 that I will recommend is lying on your back, flat on your back, and your leg is straight, nothing underneath your knee, nothing underneath the leg. So your leg can go perfectly straight. Why? Is because extension lag is the most common problem initially after your knee replacement. And you will want to be able to get rid of that extension lag as early as possible, or even prevent that from happening. So you want your knee to be as straight as possible right after the knee replacement. So how do you lie down straight? Let me show you. So you're going to be lying down like this. As you can see, nothing underneath the knee. The back of the knee will be in contact with the bed all the time. This position can be uncomfortable because of the inflammation, the swelling inside the knee. You will feel like you want to bend. You have a tendency to bend that knee up because this is a position of comfort. You create more space in the knee and it's going to be more comfortable. But if you keep your knee bent like this, and the most common mistake, people put a pillow or towel roll under the knee so that they can sleep better, but then they will form that extension lag. So once you have that extension lag, you're gonna be in trouble because you're gonna have the limp, and also it's gonna be painful to get rid of that extension lag. So you don't want anything under the knee. You keep it as straight as you can like this. And this is how you sleep. If you can sleep on your back, this is the best way to sleep in after your knee replacement. Now, best position to sleep in number 2 is if you're not comfortable sleeping on your back and you prefer to sleep on your tummy, this is the way to do it. Well, first question there that I get asked is it safe to sleep on their tummy, or is it a good idea, or is it safe to put pressure on the knee? The answer there will be yes. It is safe to do that. Nothing's going to happen to the prosthesis. The prosthesis is very strong. The only thing is, once you have pressure on the knee and it's still swollen, it's inflamed, it might be a little bit of pain. It might be a little painful. But aside from that, nothing bad is going to happen to your prosthesis. So if you can take that pain and you really have to, you cannot sleep on your back, you have to sleep on your belly, this is how to do it. Now, go on your stomach like this, but then you will need to slide your foot off the bed. So, in this position, slide your leg off the bed. It's gonna be, edge of the bed will be above the knee. So that way, one, there will not be any pressure on your knee, because if the edge of the bed is on your knee, then that will hurt. And second, there is, when you have your leg off the bed like this, gravity is gonna pull it down. So once it pulls it down, it will give you that extension, and it will keep your knee straight. This may or may not be comfortable, depending, because if it's not uncomfortable for you and you can sleep better, this is the only position you can sleep in like this, then great. If not, then at least several times through the day, I want you to be going into this position. And you can take naps in this position as well. So it will be straight like this. I'm gonna pull it down, and it will be that really good, perfect straight. Now, those are the two positions that I recommend. Now, what is that one position that a lot of people sleep in that I would not recommend? This is a bad position for you to sleep in after your knee replacement. And let me show you. It is sleeping on your side. Why? Is because when you sleep on your side, and a lot of people like to sleep in this position, because a lot of people, we feel comfortable sleeping in a fetal position. But when you sleep on your side, the tendency is to bend your knee. When you bend your knee, then for the duration of the time you're sleeping, let's say 6, 7, 8 hours, your knee will be bent. When you get up, when you wake up, that knee is going to be stiff. Then you're going to have that problem of extension lag. So let me show you. So because when you're lying down like this and we sleep, we like to do this, the fetal position. When you do this, then as you can see, the knee is bent already. It's so comfortable. Some people put pillow in between their knees or between their legs and they fall asleep. Now when they get up, they cannot straighten their leg anymore, or they have a hard time straightening their leg. It's because it's been in that position for a long time. So then if you have a hard time straightening the leg and it hurts, so they tend not to do it anymore. So if you do that and you avoid going into full extension, that's going to be the start of you having your extension lag. So I definitely do not recommend sleeping on your side like this, even if it's the most comfortable position. I know that, because your knee will be in a bent position. It will have more space to accommodate the swelling. It will have more space to accommodate the inflammation. You're gonna have a peaceful sleep. Yes, you'll be comfortable, but then later on, you'll pay for it because you have an extension lag and you're gonna have a hard time in stretching that leg. The therapist will have to stretch it into extension, and that can be a painful process. So I definitely do not recommend sleeping in this position. Now you have an idea of what are the two great positions to sleep in after your knee replacement, and what is that one position that you have to absolutely avoid sleeping in after your knee replacement. Thank you very much for your time for watching this video, and please share this with your loved one so that after the knee replacement, they will be able to rest, they will be able to sleep, and at the same time be in a position that it will not cause more problems for them in the long run. And don't forget to click on that subscribe button and turn on your notification so that you can get alerted once we release our new video next week. So go and watch my next video. Thank you very much, and I appreciate you.